Is learning the English language your toughest challenge yet? Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.
Do you think they two will get married?
Yeah, you can count on it.
I think so. Yes, they get along so well.
I like him. He's good for her.
You're right. He sure is. Your husband is very helpful, isn't he?
Willing to help, maybe, but not as helpful as you think.
Really?
Last night he told the children a cliffhanger story and both of them were scared out of sleep.
Hello, Catherine. Would you like to go out tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Yeah. I was thinking we could get a bite to eat and catch a movie.
That sounds great.
Yes. We can do something else if you like.
Okay, dinner and a movie will be perfect.
Well, what time would you like me to pick you up?
How about 7 o'clock?
Good. I will see you then.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Hey George, how is your chicken?
My chicken tastes all right, but it is pretty dry. How is your fish?
My fish is pretty dry too.
It's almost as if this food has been sitting a little too long. It doesn't seem fresh.
Yes, it seems that way to me also.
How are your vegetables?
My vegetables are very soggy.
Mine are the same way. It seems like they've been overcooked.
I don't usually complain, but I think that we should mention this to the waiter.
I agree. Maybe they can bring us some better food.
Hey, Mary, what's up?
Not much. Last night I met this great guy at the bar and we had such a wonderful time that we decided to meet again tonight.
Oh, that's exciting. What's this guy like? Is he hot?
Well, I didn't think so at first. But as we started talking, I found his extremely funny and witty. I couldn't stop laughing at his jokes. We have so much in common. We like the same teams, music,
It seems you two are a good match. What qualities do you look for in a friend?
There's nothing definite, I think. I don't have a list or anything, but when I first meet somebody, I can usually tell whether or not that person is going to be a good friend. It seems I have radar H.
Well, that's something I've never heard of. But if you ask me what I value most in a friend, I would have to say honesty.
I agree. You can't expect a close relationship with a dishonest person. Those are the people that will turn their back on you when you are in need.
Yeah, I know. A friend in need is a friend indeed. I don't need fair weather friends either. Hi, Mel. Would you like to come and have a cup of coffee this afternoon?
I'd love to, but you know I've got another appointment. I'm really sorry.
I see. Then what about tomorrow, at Starbucks?
I'm afraid not, George. You gotta know something. I'm not available anymore. But I know Becky has a crush on ya.
Are you kidding me, Becky? She's a real bitch. Excuse me, haven't we met somewhere before?
Yes, I'm James, your neighbor when you lived in here last year.
Oh, I see. Glad to see you here.
Me too.
I feel very miserable. I took the death of my wife very hard, you know.
Cheer up. Let bygones be bygones.
I've tried it, not a chance.
It seems you have to take time. What type of movies do you like?
I like all sorts of movies, primarily drama and science fiction.
That's an interesting combination. How about Western movies?
Western and horror are the two types of movies I don't care for.
Why don't you like horror? They're entertaining.
Some are entertaining, but I find most of them stupid and childish. For example, I don't understand why a person always goes into the house alone when something is suspicious.
Ha ha. I know what you mean. But it's just a movie. They need for the characters to do that.
Diana, do you like the perfume I gave you?
It's good, but to tell you the truth, I don't wear perfume.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
That's all right. Thank you all the same.
Jim and you are bosom friends, aren't you?
I wouldn't say so.
What do you mean?
Well, I thought he was, but he ends up to be a con man.
We thought you might like to participate in our rehearsal.
I'm afraid I'm already booked up for next Sunday. But thank you just the same.
That's a pity. We can arrange another time hopefully.
Hello, Mike, long time no see. How's everything going?
Not bad. Thank you. You look great today. And how is your husband?
He caught a cold yesterday, but he feels much better now.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Please give my regards to him.
I sure will. Thanks.
Labor is an abundant resource here.
One of many abundant resources, I'd like to point out.
Will we drive to the seaside?
Yes, it will take about 4 hours. We can leave about noon and get there by supper time.
Let me help pay for gas.
All right, there will be 3 of us going, so we will each pay a third.
What other expenses will we have?
There won't be many other expenses except food. Where do you come from?
I come from Greece.
What's the climate like in your country?
It's very pleasant.
What's the weather like in spring?
It's often windy in March. It's always warm in April and May, but it rains sometimes.
What's it like in summer?
It's always hot in June, July and August. The sun shines every day.
Is it cold or warm in autumn?
It's always warm in September and October. It's often cold in November and it rains sometimes.
Is it very cold in winter?
It's often cold in December, January and February. It snows sometimes.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.